T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
On the planet.
Wow.
That was the new intro for you guys. I like it.
It was dope. Come on, man. The gang was in the building. You heard. Like,
Gang. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet, the most dominating tag team in women's wrestling talk history, the originals, the undisputed, the reigning, defending. I mean,
you need to say more. The OGs.
The gang.
History. It gets no better than us. It gets no better. You already know. It gets no better. This is how we start the show off, as always. Too sweet, per usual. Too sweet.
I mean, we are here. Monday Night Raw post show, of course, every Monday night here live now on Twitch. So make sure you hit that follow. And for those who are catching up on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, we thank you for liking and subscribing as well. How did you feel about tonight? I actually fell asleep. Right?
But it's not your fault though. You've been traveling. So I mean, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, but the show overall
wasn't bad.
Was not bad. And from what I caught up on, it looked like a stellar night, to be honest. Probably better night than usual.
Yeah, it was very eventful for a Monday Night Raw. I mean, there was you can see that they're kind of getting their creative juices flowing. Maybe got some new writers back there, trying to, switch some things up. I mean, we got some comebacks. So a lot of things that were happening. And so, I mean, Raw, we always have our ups and downs about Raw. We really do. For 3 hours that we sit there and watch it. Some of us don't make it to the beginning. Some of us come at the end. As Nikki was waking up, I was falling asleep. Sometimes Monday Night Raw it's kind of sometimes difficult to stand up to watch, but
Listen, I really don't think I missed that much. To be honest, because I saw most of it. I was in and out. I was in and out of sleep. Of course, you guys, I watched with my grandmother, so my grandmother was watching too. So she filled me in. But we had the Raw Tag Team Champions, of course. RK Bro, they defeated the Street Profits. And, to be honest, the Street Profits were kind of like, don't forget about us, because you have a title match tonight. But yet you're already saying that, on Friday, you're going to go and confront the Usos. But it's like, what's in your face right now?
Right. And I mean, with the Street Profits, I mean, of course, it just, it seems like they're going to continue on probably with this story with, the Usos and RK Bro since originally for Backlash it was supposed to be that unification title match, but unfortunately that didn't transpire. Who knows? This could lead between something with Roman and Randy. Maybe something that we were supposed to get in, like, I think 2 Survivor Series ago, but unfortunately Drew McIntyre ended up being champion during that time. So I mean, it wasn't, it kind of like took us away from getting that opportunity to see Randy and Roman being a match together. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I hate it for the Street Profits. I really do. I like them a lot. I think they're both extremely talented. I think they both balance each other out. It's just kind of crazy to the fact of, like, you know, they getting these title opportunities, they're getting put in these matches, they're constantly losing and losing and losing. Um, Maybe I think it's time for a heel switch with these two. I think it's time for them to shake it up a little bit, um, at least, because I think that it would allow us to see another side of the Street Profits. Um, Kind of like, just, you know what, we're sick and tired of being put in these title pictures and matches, and we're constantly losing, constantly losing, constantly having people interfere, constantly have multiple distractions going on. You know what? Forget it. Go ahead, do a unification match, add the Street Profits in there, make it a triple threat match.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll show up, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
they did lose. So it's
They
like,
did. They definitely did. But I mean, I don't know. They're still. I mean, it seems like Arcade Brawl. I mean, they seem to be pretty, on the high horse. I mean, people thoroughly like Arcade Brawl. They thoroughly enjoy what they are doing, as a tag team, and even individuals or whatever. But I don't know. Is this the issue? How do we get the titles off the Usos? We are at 10 months with them as champion. The reign has run its course. I mean, when you ain't got that many tag teams on SmackDown, what more can you do?
yeah, I mean,
So all the tag teams in a gauntlet match,
that wouldn't be bad, actually.
you know, do it that way. Let the champion start off the match first.
Mm-hmm.
So then you knock out at least one champion, one tag team champions, and then you bring in everyone else. And then this could be the way to crown your new unified champion, if that's the route they still continue want to go. It would help.
I don't know. I don't feel like what's there's just something that's off about what they're not doing with the Street Profits, if that makes sense. Like, I think they should be on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. They thrived on SmackDown.
Yeah, but then it's like, then what would transpire for Raw and the tag team division? However, maybe unifying the tag team championships for the men might be better for the teams.
Yeah, like I said, they don't have that many teams on either show. So I mean, you have two separate shows with two champions. If you unify them like they've done once before, then I mean, the only reason why I say it was relevant enough to have two brands, two separate brands with holding tag team titles was because you had a lot of tag teams. You had a huge tag team division, but then you released half of everybody. So now you're just left with probably like maybe 6 tags at least. And some of them are within their own feud. Some of them are in title matches, or so on and so forth. So I think that if they actually do choose to unify these tag team titles, it would be best for both brands, because of the fact that they don't have that many tag teams. It's like you're going to be switching out the same people all over again. Unify those tag team titles and just get it over with.
Definitely. I agree, because honestly, like, y'all not really doing nothing. And the Usos have been champions, it seems like, to benefit Roman Reigns more than anything, to make all of them look cohesive. And it's really not working out. I don't know. But moving right along, we might see a tag team between AJ Styles and Finn Balor. You know, he did. Finn Balor did defeat Damian Priest via disqualification. After, of course, child.
I mean, Edge gets a new haircut. You know what I'm saying? You bring in Rhea, the brutality. Of course, you have Damian Priest, who I drool over every week. You know what I'm saying? I think that the Judgment Day is great for Raw right now. They they are literally what a lot of people don't want people to think of is the fact that you look in the mirror, you see ugliness is what Edge called them all. They called everybody they're ugly, said they were morons, all kinds of things, and then you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's creepy to me.
Actually, I fairly enjoy it. I really do. The only thing I don't enjoy is them trying to include someone a part of Finn and AJ. That's something I don't like.
Do
That's what
you
I'm not here for.
do you think that they will? Because I mean, and
The
we'll,
way that it's going, the honestly, the way that it's going, it is possible. But honestly, they let that girl out there to get beat up while they out there doing their interests is perfectly fine. Like it didn't even acknowledge the fact that the girl was laid out on the side of the ring after she didn't got put in, after she got beat up in a match. And it's
I
like, wow.
don't even know. Like, I don't even know what they're doing at this point. Because I mean, we did see Rhea defeat Liv, right?
Mhm. Yeah, we
This
did.
is creepy, child. This,
I love it. I live for it. I feel like this is Rhea Ripley. This may not be the Rhea Ripley that we've seen in NXT, but this is like a new era of Rhea Ripley. We're literally getting what she is, the brutality. You know what I'm saying? And why not beat up a loser like Liv Morgan? Why not? Liv comes out there with a new outfit. She has a whole new gear
see,
tonight
I
just to
didn't,
lose.
I didn't get to see, like, pay attention to the gear. Maybe she'll make gear of the week. Um,
She may lose all the week every week. I tell you
I
that.
just, I don't know what the hell going on. Like, my thing is, this is only to make Rhea look significant, you
Hmm.
know? Build that dominance, go back to the nightmare,
Hmm.
be in this faction. But what happens next? Because if Liv is added to
I mean,
what? What's
it's
she gonna
live.
be?
She's gonna be added to over there with what like they kind of been keep trying to make these little graphics about saying that it's gonna be the Judgment Day versus you know AJ Styles Club or Balor Club, whatever they want to be clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to put Liv over. They're gonna find some way to try to, since as of right now, Edge and Damian have this feud going on with Finn and AJ Styles. You
Right.
add Rhea into the mix, who seemingly get involved in men's matches now.
Yeah.
While Liv is nowhere to be found, I mean, she would have came back out there, but I guess she didn't want a third beating for the night. Um, Somehow, some way, they're going to try to incorporate Liv Morgan into this feud since she
Yeah.
has something with Rhea. I
Yeah.
mean, and they're going to try to at least push this to Hell in a Cell to
Mhm.
where all six of them or will be in this match together in Hell in a Cell. It's
I don't
possible.
think so. You
I
really
mean,
think that?
honestly, he was about to hit her ass. I'm sorry. If he was gonna knock her down, but I thought maybe Rhea would have headbutt him at least. Like gave him
Uh,
a real nice headbutt. I was ready for it. But I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here the fact that since Edge has started this whole fashion thing, then incorporated Damian Priest, who called it at WrestleMania. Then eventually, okay, dang, Rhea would be great to be a part of this faction. Now, boom, Rhea's a part of it. Next in line is people are saying like maybe Ciampa could join in. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And then Ciampa could be a part of this, or even Joe Gacy down in NXT 2.0 could be a
Mhm.
part of this. You know, there's so many people that they're trying to like they have this like realm of darkness around them to join this faction, the Judgment Day.
Yeah. Well, that is
It
true.
could become a big thing. You know what I'm
And
saying?
now, if we're being honest,
Hmm.
Rhea is now a part of kind of a totally different spectrum of
Hmm.
how we discuss her
Yeah.
now moving forward, you know?
Hmm.
Um, and I think that it's going to be very interesting to honestly see like how far is Edge going to take this
Hmm.
with is it just going to be on Raw, you know?
Maybe they travel down to SmackDown. Maybe they travel down to NXT.
That'd be really good because we know Rhea
Edge
Ripley.
been in NXT before, remember?
Yeah.
Damien came from NXT, Rhea came from NXT. I think it'd be nice if they was to go down there and maybe have some type of interaction with Joe Gacy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
That would be interesting to
yeah,
see.
it's there. Honestly, it is. I don't know. I
We just gotta
feel
see how it plays out right now.
yeah, cause this right here, child. One more time. Ooh, honey, she scared me, honey.
I love it.
Yeah.
I live Rhea's facial expressions. It makes you just be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, girl, you scaring me a little
It
bit."
did. It did a little bit. Well, moving right along, we did have Bobby Lashley. You
Hmm.
know, he wasn't too fond of what MVP and Omos
Hmm.
had going on, and I honestly don't blame him. Honestly, I feel like MVP has reached a level of disrespect. I feel like I don't like this at all, and I don't like this storyline. I really love to see Bobby as a face though,
Hmm.
because he can still be like super dominant. Well, he's not like a super face, but in this story, he would definitely
Yeah.
be the face. But I just feel like mm, I'm interested like a little more in their feud than I actually was going into Backlash.
Hmm. I mean, I can attest, I can say that. I mean, because like I said, it started basically before WrestleMania. They
Mhm.
have their match. Bobby wins. Come into WrestleMania Backlash. Omos wins, and so the feud continues. And so it's just like now, of course, where the hell is Shelton at? That's my question. Like Cedric
Yeah.
seems to be incorporating in himself into
Mhm.
this feud somehow, some way.
And
And
Chad,
he's
I didn't even see him. I think I was dozing off at that point.
child, he jumped on that man back like a monkey
Mm-mm.
and trying to put him in a sleeper, and then Bobby Lashley threw him off and put him in a hurt lock.
So
So
are
it's just
they
like it's
doing her business?
no, ma'am.
That's terrible.
Not at all. By no means necessarily are they the new Hurt Business. If they are, that's awful. Like, you
Mhm.
mean to tell me you replace Bobby Lashley to so Omos can be the new leader? Is that what you're
Like
telling me?
that don't make no sense.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. I personally feel as if like I said, I like Omos. I do. Um, I don't know why I like that man, but I just like Omos. I think it's just more so the fact of that I feel like he is very athletic in some kind of way, and that
Hmm.
one day when I'm start asking this man to do something athletic, he's going to shock the world and me
Yeah,
as well. And I will forever be happy because he finally did something that I have been requesting and manifesting. So I mean, this feud does lack a lot of luster, but I mean, it's the start of a build up. We get to see two. We get to see literally a ring full of black men having a feud, having
yeah,
screen time to do something, and I
yeah,
think it's great. And when next week is them having the steel cage match, which I think a lot of people thought it was going to go to Hell in a Cell. I mean, just to have this match happening with all these black men is great.
yeah.
I shout out
We
to our
might.
black rappers. We definitely, we have our moments about what type of feud they try to put them in, But as long as y'all on my TV screen, I don't care what the hell y'all doing. Y'all can be out there being dancing lobsters. I don't care. Just as long as you're on my screen doing something.
Well, listen, Santana wants Omos to do the nip up. That's what
she's
she's referring to.
Put on my forearm, 450 splash, a standing Spanish fly, a hurricane runner, moonsault 619. I want him to do Montez frog splash. I want him to do everything.
If this man pulls out a 619, I would scream. Honestly, I would.
I want Omos to do all of that, all of that.
So, who do you think's gonna win this next week?
I feel like Bobby will probably win, but of course, after the fact, Omos is not going to be happy. He's going to try to, but he's going to beat him down or whatever. Try to, maybe this match could end up in like, it could. I want to say maybe it could be possible for it to, well, not necessarily go the same way that it did when Bobby faced Umaga inside the steel cage. But I would have to say that it's going to be quite interesting to see. Oh, you know what? It's going to be crazy to see Omos try to climb out the steel cage.
I didn't even think that. I don't think there's gonna. Well, I could be wrong.
Now that I would be interested to see.
I don't think we're gonna see that much climbing.
Child, let me see something. If Omos get his big ass up there, and climb this
girl, if he get up there and start climbing,
I will stand up.
And the cage tip over.
I will stand up.
I'm gonna scream. Girl, when I tell you, what if he lift the cage from the bottom and then go under it?
Girl, not using like a garage or something. This garage door.
I just feel like the cage is really to keep them, restrained, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If they start to climb and stuff, I will be impressed. No lie.
I mean, I definitely would be impressed with that. But, who knows? I mean, it's possible. I mean, he could win by pinfall, submission, escape in the cage.
Yeah.
So it's different ways that he can. But if he does climb up that cage, he's going to try to attempt to climb up the cage. He's going to. So remember, you heard it from me. Omos is going to attempt to climb up that cage. He's going to. Somehow, some way. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to climb up that cage.
We will see next week. Now, something that I was reading over that I actually did not know is the whole Ezekiel thing. Now, before we get to that, of course, we had Ken Owens. Ken
Owens' older brother.
Child.
From Saskatchewan, Canada, or something like that. I don't know.
Child. He was confronting Ezekiel. However, Ezekiel,
I mean, Ezekiel was just like, wow, it's so nice to meet you and everything like that of that nature. And then, of course,
Ezekiel is Elias.
Ezekiel has a twin brother that just so happened to be Elias. And Elias was going to come out before Kevin decided to uncover himself and say that I'm Kevin. I'm really Kevin Owens, and you are Elias, and so on and so forth. And he was just like, Kevin, I am not Elias. We can bring out Elias right now. Kevin didn't want that to happen. So he went ahead and he attacked that man, beat him down, and then Ezekiel started reversing, hit the upper hand, and then here comes the Alpha Academy to join in and help, attack, Ezekiel, who is not Elias.
Who is Elias?
And it's
that man is a phony.
How is he a phony? What proof do y'all have? He posted on Instagram a picture of him and Elias standing together.
Photoshop.
What are you saying?
It's in the jawline. It's Photoshop.
No, it's not.
Now, I'm going to tell you this.
That is that man.
Yes, if Elias comes out,
I don't want to hear nothing.
when I tell you shock of the century, I will probably lose it.
I'm like,
Like,
Elias is gonna come here next week and show you guys that I am not him and he is not me.
and then Elias comes out full beard.
Yeah, you gonna hear that guitar.
I would lose it because, but it's not. It's not. That could never happen.
Y'all don't know that. Y'all never seen that man family before.
Girl, I almost said something because we'll definitely get into that a little later. Well, yeah, we'll get into that. That'll probably be the first thing we get into with the women. But yeah, I mean, Elias and wannabe Ezekiel, all that. I'm not here for it.
What?
I'm not. I'm just not because it's fake. It's phony.
Ezekiel, I believe you. I know that that's really you. I know that Elias went on somewhere to do his music career and all that other stuff. And he brought, and they decided, well, since you look a lot like him, let's just utilize you. You're Ezekiel, and here we are. Until Elias comes back from tour.
That man ain't on tour. That man ain't on tour.
How do you know?
I don't know. You're making me question it a little bit, to be honest.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly. Oh.
Thank you, Joseph. An amazing job. Shout out to the social team.
Before we get into the last of our men's matches, Veer decided he wanted to beat somebody down again, make them submit. Frank Loman, I think he was a local talent.
We're low key.
Shout out to that man for coming and trying out, to beat Veer. Because I didn't know it was that hard to beat Veer, obviously.
He put up a really nice fight, though, more than anybody else has that he's been in the ring. But I thought maybe he would have had like a chance at least. But he kind of, he was kind of, giving Veer a little bit of running for his money. But obviously, muscles really prove that you really that really don't matter.
They don't.
Because you still got your ass beat.
I did see that part. Maybe that woke me up. I'm not sure, but I did see that. We also seen Tommaso Ciampa defeat Mustafa Ali. This is when I was starting to. I had woke up before because I saw Sasha and wait, what was that match? Sasha
and Naomi versus Doudrop and Nikki.
Okay, I was still going in and out. So then I did see Miz come out as a special referee, which I thought was hilarious. So cute. He was trying to beat Sasha so bad.
Yeah, it's funny when people mock Sasha.
It is. It's funny when it's just funny, period, honestly, because I feel like you have to be of a certain comedic ability. There it is. Ooh, that took me forever. You have to be of that comedic ability because honestly, with the Miz, he is so funny. And of course, yes. How did you know? I was just about to say.
I mean, yeah, of course.
It was on the news today. Miz and Maurice is coming back season 3.
Dang, should we do the review show for that? I like Miz and Maurice now. I would 2 episodes. Lord, that's a lot.
I thought
you didn't like that woman. Shut up.
I thought maybe I could have sworn that show already had a review show.
Miz and Maurice?
But I could be wrong.
That was Corey and Carmella and Rose to the top.
Oh. So we're talking about Miz and Maurice. They're my favorite couple, to be honest. So I wouldn't mind.
I thoroughly enjoy their show, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I've watched all seasons of their show.
Yeah.
It's they're probably the outside of like Total Divas and Total
Mm-hmm.
Bellas. Like I thoroughly enjoyed watching Miz and Maurice show. Because I think it's because I never knew that. I personally didn't even know they were married, dating, or anything of that nature. And the amount of times that I thought they hated each other, I probably been paying attention a lot more that they were actually dating a kid and all they got married, all that stuff. So I think that what kind of intrigued me into actually wanting to watch that show. I was like, how did you pull her? Not saying nothing's wrong with Miz anyway, but it's like Maurice, this man's an asshole.
But he puts her on a pedestal.
He loves her so much.
He loves her so much.
And her mom Maurice's mom is so funny.
So funny.
She be on that man behind all the time on the show.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. I thoroughly enjoy it. Eradicator?
I don't like that word.
I'm like, what?
Moving right along. Our last, let's see, we're just checking the comments.
The only last one we have, of course, is Seth and with Austin Theory and Cody Rhodes had the, the match tonight for the United States Championship.
They did. And to be honest, I hate how this match ended. To be honest, I think
it's going to happen this way.
The disqualification ruined it a little bit. Like it would have been nice to see someone get a clear victory, but I guess that's how you save everybody in the situation, and like you said, you build story. But girl, like
honestly, the match
was so good.
They met Cody and Austin really matched up really well.
Atlanta, Georgia in the house. Like, hello?
Better than A-Town? Who's really from Atlanta? Who really from Atlanta?
I honestly
Austin Theory is not Atlanta.
Yeah. Carter Rose is not Atlanta. Brandon Rose is not Atlanta. United States Championship is not Atlanta. It was so cool because it was like from Atlanta, Georgia, and it said it for both of them.
It did.
And I thought that was really cool too. And rare. I don't know if we really get to see people from the same city get
really.
down like that. No, we don't. So, I don't know. The match was stellar.
It was going really well. It really was. Like,
I would give it a 4 out of 5 if it wasn't for the ending.
I was waiting to see him get his selfie with Cody Rhodes.
They were too busy wrestling.
They were, but it was really good. But of course, the conquistador himself, Zero, sword fighter, Seth Rollins, was not going to allow that to happen because he said, "You know what? They're going to Hell in a Cell. We said this. They're obviously going to end this at Hell in a Cell. It's a must." Yeah. He's losing it right now. He's not happy at the fact that he's lost twice, back to back. So therefore, he's going to be antagonizing Cody Rhodes until he wins, and maybe he'll get his victory at Hell in a Cell. But if not, might as well go in and pack it up. I don't know.
I don't know either. I really want them to go in Hell in a Cell. And this, this has to be something that has to be contested in the right way. Just in the right way.
It definitely does.
It built the story. As a fan, I should be mad because you guys know I love pure wrestling. They were wrestling. Like, I would have loved to see this match live because there was not a fear in the mind or soul of Austin Theory in no way. That man was talking his shit from the time he walked in the ring. That man was back how he was in Evolve. back how he was. Because Austin Theory, I mean, to some of the universe, he may not be notable, but he's traveled and he's very experienced. And this man is a phenomenal wrestler. You guys know since we started the group, I've always spoke very highly of Austin Theory and his ability, even with Seth and in NXT and other promotions. He is a stellar champion, honestly, and he's a stellar piece of this division moving forward. And I think that with the help of Vince McMahon, he's really turned into a star. The way he held the crowd, the way he looked like, the villain, Oh, that would actually be nice.
I mean, that's how it happened with with Cesaro and Sheamus when they had I think they had a best out of seven. It was a best out of three, best out of seven series that they had going on. Then eventually became a tag team. Don't want that for Seth and Cody Rhodes though. But
we don't set the bar. We are
we
the
are
bar.
the bar.
That was I loved
It was
the bar.
everything.
It was everything.
You do it this way. Make it the other way.
I personally, though, now that that's being said, it should be like those. What's those matches where it's like they go 3 rounds, 3 different matches? Like there's a street fight.
Kind of like what they did for Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole in NXT. What is it, like 3 stages of hell or something like
Yeah,
that?
3 stages of hell.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
well, that's what they
I would like to see like
but yeah,
a regular, have them do a regular match.
let it be for SummerSlam.
Let it be. Let them do a regular match. Let Cody go over, and then either have like a street fight or something, and then at the end it needs to either be last man standing match or I quit. It has to be, because their feud is really, really good. Like it is. It's actually
incapacitate your opponent to where they can no longer like KO. That's it. Done. Lay it out. Doing
last man standing.
Mad Angels or something on basically. Very alive match.
Oh. Now, Chad, you taking it back
to win match, ambulance match, stretcher match.
Now you know what? An ambulance match actually would be nice though.
We haven't seen one of those in a minute. Cody and Seth feud is a top feud overall due to Roman's 2 belts. How long can Raw survive with that as a top feud and WWE champion on SmackDown?
But to be honest, I forgot that there's no belt. It's kind of the same thing with what happened with Brock.
Yeah.
When Brock was holding the title, the United States Championship, at that time, I believe it was the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, it was like the top.
It's the top title.
Title that people focus on. People
no, but y'all have no one to blame about this Roman mess and fiasco but yourselves, because now y'all have booked that man into a whole corner. But he don't belong over here. I don't give a damn what championship he holds. I ain't giving him nothing. Just like let me tell you something, okay? Because we done with the men now. We're gonna move on to the women now. Let me tell you something. If y'all bring Lacey Evans' raggedy ass over here one more time, I know something. I do not want to hear this.
I forgot to add the photo over here.
Thank you for adding the photo, because we're on Twitch, we live, and I'm going to say this because this is Women's Wrestling Talk. We give you everything there is for women's wrestling. The one thing you will know about the Salt Shakers is that we do not hold back, and we give our thorough opinion about whatever it is.
We do.
Lacey Evans, I am not here for none of this. The story, the sadness, I'm not here for none of it. And you know why? Because everyone has a story. and you are using your story. Now, I'm sure you're going to get in the ring and do what you do and throw your punches and do your little suplexes and do what you do in the ring, baby girl, and do all that. But all that crying and all that, I'm not here for it. Santana found me something that they said online. And it's what we've really been getting every week. Every week when I was growing up. Would you please shut the hell up?
You gotta do it like Chris Jericho. Will you please shut the hell up?
Please. I just
Follow the culture.
and then you bring it to Monday Night Raw. Like we don't have do y'all not have 3 hours?
I was trying to figure out what was the purpose. Like, is she coming to Raw or something? Like, is she gonna be, flip flopping, cross promotions, going from Raw to SmackDown? Like, why are we looking at Lacey Evans on Monday Night Raw when she's originally supposed to be on SmackDown? So, like, what are we doing here?
I don't like it. And personally, I'm tired of it. I was tired of it on Friday, and I had just told you on Friday. I'm so glad I ain't got to talk about Lacey Evans' tired ass every week. And then here she go. When I was growing up, my daddy was sitting up, and he would do this, and he would do that. And, I didn't have my mama. I heard you last week.
Oh, God.
Like, what does this mean?
I have no idea.
It means nothing. And it's so... Then Samantha comes out last week and makes everyone stand up for this woman.
She did. Okay, Whitney Houston.
That's me sitting in the audience.
Can someone please explain to me what we're standing up for?
What are we doing? And now she's on Monday Night Raw. So, well, not actually on the division.
Now, she came out on Monday Night Raw. I'm like, all right. Just to come out to wave at everybody and then leave. Because, of course she's on SmackDown because she said she's going after the SmackDown champion, Ronda Rousey. SmackDown, Women's SmackDown. I don't know why we got to say women. SmackDown Women's Champion.
Ronda gonna come out Friday on y'all ass and say, I am the SmackDown champion.
Not this certain Doja Cat, Jill. Please. Well, luckily I won't be here Friday to even know when Ronda comes out.
I won't either, but Stephanie will definitely be here, and I know that the people are excited about Miss Ronda Rousey. But this is Monday Night Raw. She does not hold the title over here.
Nope.
She holds that title over there. But yeah, Lacey, you can pay it. You can go on about that because next they're gonna be showing you your little ad. Because really, let's just be honest. Lacey, what you're giving is a political ad. That's it. You're giving a campaign.
That's true.
I'm not even gonna get into the dress. Like, maybe I'll feature her on Turnbuckle Glam this week. That little bodysuit she be wearing, showing her, child, pay it, Miss Lacey. But we did see her, and we don't know what that means. Maybe they were just trying to fill time. But moving right along, we did get the return of one of my favorites. Alexa Bliss is in the house, y'all. What y'all gonna do, honey? How long is she gonna stay though? Like, I really need to know.
I don't know. She came back out with her old theme. Mm-hmm. But it did sound like it was a little mixture of like her posting that she had before, and her new theme. So I was pretty excited for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was like I think it was nice. You know, she looked good. She definitely looked good. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she was definitely like she was like glowing. You
Glowing.
know,
Yeah.
like she really like she was glowing. To be honest, so, I mean,
Yeah.
what what more is there to really say? You know
Well, this.
what? We lift our hands in the sanctuary. We lift our hands to give you the glory. We lift our hands to give you the praise. And we will praise you for the rest of your days. The
And I'll
ancestors
praise you for the rest.
and the
Look,
ancestors are up and we're rejoicing and the freedom, I can't move.
mm,
Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, where are you? Cause I need freedom too. Like all the girls in the background is ready to jump on you. I'm sorry.
she gone. I mean, she's no longer.
Nope.
She's only a wrestler, and she did take the loss
She
to
did.
Alexa Bliss tonight
In a short
after
match.
being told, you know, you are no longer going to be on this level.
Mm-hmm.
You are no longer in the authority position. She
Mm-hmm.
literally got kicked out of the authority, pretty
She
much.
did. You know, and it's kind of like, dang, you know, thank you for your services.
Thank you.
That's really what it is. Thank you for your services.
Yeah.
We gladly did not appreciate it.
Mm-mm. And you know what? What does
We,
this mean, though? Because hear me out. Because I
mm-hmm,
know people, they're not going to like this.
mm-hmm.
But wasn't she served Judgment Day?
She was, meaning that you know if they wanted to add someone new,
Because y'all hollering about Liv.
Sonya could be that girl. She fixed the aesthetic of it. I can't even lie to you. She does fit the aesthetic of Judgment Day
Hmm.
to where, you know, they you know they got her job got taken away, and all these people were so happy at the fact that her job got taken away, and so
Yeah.
now it's like, you know what, I'm sick of it. I shouldn't have to be treated this way because of you.
Mm,
I shouldn't. But here I am getting treated this way because of y'all foolishness.
yeah.
And I personally don't deserve this. So you're gonna reap what you sow.
I think it would keep her,
Relevant.
relevant. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the best way to put it. Honestly, because at this point, they're not gonna have. It's not like they're gonna have a feud, even if they. Well, they could, but I just don't see them having a feud
No.
moving forward, especially after the way she was screaming and pleading. I
Hmm.
think that that's a call for help,
Yeah.
and I think that we may see her gear change,
Hmm.
not necessarily exactly mimicking how she used to
Hmm.
wear her gear, but I could see her being kind of like that ninja specialist,
Hmm.
that
Like the assassinator, like silent
yeah,
killer.
in the Judgment Day,
Hmm.
the one who gives the final, maybe like the final boss.
Yeah. She could be like someone who is like, you know, she brings in that martial art style of wrestling where could be a way to build back up Sonya Deville's dominance that she
Mhm.
has. She's been knocked down. And why not join a dominant faction that's growing as of right now? And you know, two guys, two girls, like of that caliber, I think she'll be a great fit in it.
Mhm. I do too, to be honest. And they did have a good match overall.
Hmm.
But moving right along, we did see our tag team champions tonight. You
Sasha
know,
Styles, Lord. She just be trying stuff, you know.
I love this shirt though. I really want it.
It's really
I just,
cute. It's
I just feel
definitely
like as soon as it comes,
they're
they're
gonna
not
wear.
gonna do it to me.
Well, look, as long as you get it while it lasts, because, like she said, enjoy it while it lasts.
She did say that. They did defeat, the new team of Nikki, almost superhero, and then Dewdrop, which I don't have an issue
I don't consider
with.
it a new team either, though, because I mean they've been in a tag before, maybe
Yeah.
not officially, but I guess now you can say it's official.
Mm,
The drop was like, Nikki, you need to get out. You need to get it together. You know what I'm saying? And maybe this could be a wake up call for Nikki to lose her superhero gimmick BS, and maybe Dewdrop can help her bring out that Nikki Cross that we were used
that we
to
know.
seeing. Yeah.
I don't like how she was talking to her though.
Well, how would you like her to talk to her? Oh,
I
Nikki,
don't know. I
will
just
you
don't like
please
that. I
give
think Nikki
yourself
should have got up
together?
and smacked the. Nikki should have got up and smacked the shit out of her.
Right.
For real.
With that.
Because she was like, "Do
Listen,
you
she's
want
coming to help her. You're Nikki. You're being
you gonna
stupid.
get your head in the game?"
Well, she told her that you need to get yourself together if you're going to be running with me. I come to sit here and try to save you from being a fucking loser, along with a lot of people walking around here, and this is what you get. You lost the match for us, so now it's time for you to
Mm,
get it together. Lose the superhero gimmick, bring out Nikki Cross, Sanity's Nikki Cross, and let's hop into this tag team division somehow, some way.
yeah.
So
I mean, they
here we
might.
are. Throw the women in the Hell in a Cell match. Everybody, all the tags. I don't care.
Do the Armageddon tag
Yes,
team.
Armageddon tag team match.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
would
one.
be stupid. That would be stupid dope. And then do it like elimination
It very much so. I think that would be
inside of
great.
itself. That would be cool. We also saw Dana and Tamina, getting
Mhm.
their divorce papers and everything to their respective partners, which
Yeah.
we'll just
Well,
have to wait
Tozawa
on
didn't
that.
get his though. Tozawa ran away before he could get his actually served to him. So,
Mm,
but however, Reggie did get his in his hand.
well,
So they get a divorce. All three of them, all four of them, and here we are. What's
I don't
next?
know.
I think Tamina and Dana should be a tag.
They should, honestly.
This is a way to add more tag team. I mean, they've been working together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because at
saying?
this point, I feel like, and we'll get into this more as we get into the main event.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just be honest. The singles competition right now for both divisions are
Mm-hmm.
pretty much you have A and B, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
let's let's go to SmackDown really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Ronda has, honestly, whether they're a tag or not, she has Natty,
Mm-hmm.
she has Shayna, she even has Aaliyah. We can throw
Mm-hmm.
her in there. She also has Lacey. She has
Mm-hmm.
Raquel. There's
Mm-hmm.
a couple people. We're on Raw,
Mm-hmm.
of course. There's Becky and Asuka for Bianca, which we
Mm-hmm.
saw tonight. The great match from the little that we did get from
Yeah.
Asuka and Bianca later. Having some moments together after, I don't know. Miss Becky she been running her child. She's evil. Look at her.
Well, technically, this happened from that match with her and Bianca. They had a dark match. And
Oh,
she was
okay.
running from Bianca. Hence why I put that up there because she was running from Bianca. It's like she's running from Jason in the scary movie. She's about to trip and fall and die eventually.
She
Here,
went from this to
to this,
this. How it started,
how it ended.
how it ended. Because
Side
baby,
by
it
side,
was
literally. Side by
like,
side, literally.
and of course,
Mhm.
it happens. We didn't see Bianca defeat Asuka. We didn't see
Mhm.
Asuka defeat Bianca either. You know,
No, kind of
technically
say both of them.
Bianca wins via
Right.
disqualification because it was, her
Becky
that was attacked.
herself.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's unfortunate, but listen, y'all put somebody, we know how this goes. We ain't dumb. Y'all put somebody, you know, we know how this gonna work. And you said it yourself. You said that Becky was gonna find her way into the match. And she did. She really did. She found her way into it. And I think that the best option would be our first ever triple threat Hell in the Cell women's match.
Hmm.
That just levels out everything. That gives Bianca a victory over Becky and Asuka.
Hmm.
That gives Becky and Asuka to go down the road again and meet
Hmm.
again.
Yeah.
That gives Bianca a new opportunity for an opponent. However, that also could open the door for them going to a triple threat again.
Hmm.
Because no one complains when the men are having their feud over and over again. I think the only feud, well, I'm not going to say only, but one of the few feuds that people complain about is Sammy and Kevin. And I don't understand how people can ever complain about that. I could watch that match over and over again.
Literally.
But with this Oscar, Becky, and Bianca situation, this
Hmm.
could be a pivoting moment for Bianca Belair.
Yeah, it really could. I mean, like with her nor Oscar really like getting beat or anything of that nature, like beating each other or anybody taking technically a loss, whatever.
Mhm.
It does still make them look strong. It seems like the only thing they would pretty much have in common as of right now is the likes of Becky Lynch.
Mhm.
Um, Seems to be that way. And so I think that if they do choose to like build this feud between these three, of course, the match thus far going with with Bianca and Oscar was pretty good for the few minutes that they did have. So I mean, to if they was going to push it to make it a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell, I think it'd be a great idea.
Yeah,
I think it'd be great.
makes sense.
Bianca's second time going to the sale. I think Becky's second time going to the sale too.
Yeah. Well, no, Becky's.
She,
Well, yeah.
yeah, because the first time she went
Becky's
with
only
Sasha.
been in. Yeah, Becky was with Sasha.
Yeah, and then Oscar.
Has never been in the cell.
Yeah, so this will be Oscar's like first time being in that sale. So
Yeah.
I mean, I personally wouldn't mind it.
See,
Um,
I'm just hoping that after all this transpires, and I know a lot of people want Bayley to be on SmackDown, but I don't. I
I think
want
that should be,
Bayley and Bianca to run it back, like so bad. Like it's like I need it.
and even if they don't run it back, I mean, of course, like I said, we still never got a Bailey and Becky feud.
Mm-mm,
Still never got that.
mm-mm.
So I think that would be a great another way to incorporate Bailey into that.
Yeah,
Maybe not have her a part like that. Maybe let Oscar and Bianca go off and have a feud or something like that.
yeah,
Although both of them are like baby faces, you know, nobody likes to have people of the same whatever turn to be the same thing. Nobody really wants a baby face versus a baby face.
I
Nobody
want
wants
to
a
see
heel
two.
versus a heel.
I would rather see two heels.
Well, I don't. I personally don't care who in the ring. Like whether you a
Mm,
heel or babyface, I
yeah,
think that everybody has some type of vicious streak. Whether you're a babyface or a heel.
yeah,
Well, if you're a babyface, two babyfaces fighting each other, there's going to be a turn sometime some way. The crowd is going to be feeling somebody more than the other one.
more than the other. Yeah, and even if you're a heel, doesn't mean the crowd not feeling you because
No,
we know how that go. They cheer for Roman. He's supposed to be this big heel, but
sure.
they they love Roman. You know, so it
Sympathetic
happened.
reasons. But I mean,
I don't know. I think overall though, like with with Becky interfering, I think it's just a way of her keeping herself in the
yeah.
fold, you
I mean,
know.
it
And
really it
these
gives.
are three different women,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
The whole time,
very
you know, the
very
whole
different.
time she was just talking about, how she just gave Oscar her title. I gave her my title. I gave Bianca my title. And just giving. And it's like, well, Becky, Oscar said you went to be a mom and you're not a mom. You're acting like a baby. Win.
Asuka is so funny. Like, if y'all don't follow her on social media,
Yeah,
her
her whole
page
is
is
crazy.
she be photoshopping the hell out of some pictures, and I mean, it's
Funny
I
as it.
don't even know what to say. Honestly, I would not mind Becky somehow finding her way out of this feud, but I know it is what it is. But they're building for some type of triple threat,
Mhm.
obviously. Um, and so,
I just want Bianca to have a long reign. I do.
yeah,
I feel like she deserves it. Like there are a lot of people who get to have long reigns and stuff like that. Some of them don't defend their title. Some of them hide behind other people. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have like women or your black wrestlers really don't never get that chance to have a long reign. They at least give them like 6 months, and
yeah.
then boom,
Bobby's the one of the few
who's had a
that's
long
had a long reign,
reign. He,
and that's as far as black talent holding.
hmm
Bobby was one of the few. I know Sasha's reign
No.
wasn't even that long, and then with Bianca, her reign was lengthy but not that
Mhm.
long, and the
No.
same with Big E
Yeah.
too,
It's
and
like
the
a six
same with
month. It's like a six
Kofi.
month mark. Sometimes it's like it's sometimes when they hold these titles, it's in
Yeah,
a 3 to 6 month
even with
mark.
Kofi too.
Yeah. So it's just like it sucks to the fact that our black wrestlers really don't get the chance to have lengthy reigns.
Yeah,
And there are some of the most athletic wrestlers that have characters all the way, and they
yeah.
don't even get a chance to have a 100 day reign or a 600 day reign. It's crazy the fact that they don't have the opportunity to do that, and they should.
Hmm. Bianca should definitely still be holding next year
Hmm.
because I mean, let's just be honest. Ronda Rousey's probably going to be holding her championship for
Hmm.
quite some time.
Yeah.
Um, and I personally hope that Charlotte stays out until the draft and then she's drafted back to Raw. I think she's
Hmm.
done enough with SmackDown. And I
Yeah.
think that there needs to be the build for something. Like, I think that,
So does Becky go to SmackDown then?
yeah, Becky should go to
So
SmackDown
then
and get,
that incorporates her feud starting with Ronda
yeah,
for
like, I
Hollywood.
think that they should probably run that back. I don't think Bianca and Charlotte should necessarily be Hollywood because
Hmm.
I either want that to be the Four Horsewomen or, of course, Charlotte and Sasha, what it was supposed to be
Hmm.
this year. But anything's possible, honestly.
It is. Who knows? I mean, of course, Royal Rumble. Maybe we could have all four horsewomen be the last ones in that match.
Sasha has to go over.
She has to.
Yeah.
It would have to
Yeah.
be. It would have to be between like Sasha and like Bayley.
Yeah.
Sasha's never won. Bayley's never
But
won.
I say Sasha because if you think about it, Bayley's the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion.
She is.
And she recently just had a very, very great run.
Hmm.
I still think Sasha needs.
Sasha deserves one.
She beat all of them in NXT.
Hmm.
I think that they should do that, and then they should be eliminated in a manner that builds. It should obviously come down to Bayley and Sasha.
Yeah.
As much as I would love to see Charlotte, I
Or
just
maybe Gail
think
returns at Royal Rumble.
I think that Bayley should eliminate Becky
Hmm.
and Sasha should eliminate Charlotte, and then Sasha eliminates Bayley. Like
Hmm.
that is my
In that order.
in in that order. BIC.
T.
I don't know if I would even have the capacity to even really like deal with that, because I want them to have they need a match. Like they need to meet in the Hell in a Cell. Like I think that's
Like all 4 of them?
before they leave, because listen, when's the last time we've had all 4 of the 4 horsewomen even on the main together? I think it's been like 2018, 19. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I know pandemic era, Charlotte was out. I know before that, that was probably the time where we saw everybody, because Becky was on the rise, Charlotte was doing her thing, Bayley and Sasha were doing the tag team championships. They had a one-off match at SmackDown where Sasha and Bayley were a team and Becky and Charlotte were a team. So it works. But recently, it's been someone's been out. Either Sasha's been out, Becky's been out, Charlotte's been out, Bayley's been out.
Now you have 3 out of 4 this year. Bayley's the one who's out now. So it's like, now Charlotte's too.
And now Charlotte's out, and then Bayley's probably on the verge of coming back. And then when Bayley comes back, Sasha's probably going to be on the verge of leaving.
So it's like, if y'all
and then Becky's going to have another baby. And then Charlotte, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's
like, what are y'all doing?
It's a revolving door.
Why do you guys not want them all together as one?
Yeah.
Like, what
of course, injuries, we can't, we can't control injuries, but it's always the timing. It's so weird. It's
Sasha
so weird.
leaves, Becky comes back.
Yeah. And then Sasha comes back, Bayley leaves.
And now Charlotte is about to leave again. So now we're just down to 2. And then probably maybe, Bayley could be making her way back, but she's not letting people know exactly when she's coming back. Like every time
people she's recovering.
Look, I'm recovering. Leave me alone.
Okay. I
don't understand what recovery is. You recovered, bitch. Get your ass back over here. You are recovered. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready to go. You out here hanging out. You out here hanging out at baseball fields. You going to baseball games with Leah and Sasha. You out here hanging out. You look very recovered to me.
She did. She did the WWE.
You look like you walking pretty fine.
2K22. She did the whole show. She looks fine, but listen, I guess we'll just have to wait on Bayley, like we did on Alexa Bliss.
And it'll be unexpectedly too. I bet.
I think she's gonna come out on Bianca. I think she is. Something's gonna happen, or we're gonna see something that we've never seen, and I think that they built towards it tonight, where Asuka and Bianca are gonna kind of be cohesive for a minute. Becky's not gonna have anybody.
No.
Bayley's gonna come out, and then they'll feud after.
It's possible.
They beat Sasha and Naomi.
I think like a fatal 4-way. You know what I'm saying? Like you so say for instance, like okay, of course, this whole thing is going to eventually start off with them tagging together. Bianca and Asuka, ahead of Becky, trying to figure out who her partner she can, bring along or whatever. It could be Sonya Deville to keep her relevant somehow, some way. Or it could be Bayley. So then you have them all, have their little thing going on or whatever. And then, Adam Pearce feels like, it's too much commotion. All right, you know what? Fatal 4-way, either Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank, or SummerSlam. And then boom, you put them all in the fatal 4-way. Bianca comes out victorious, holding her title. Asuka, rolls out of the ring or whatever. But it seems like Becky may be the one who cost, Bayley from actually winning the title. Then boom, Bayley attacks Becky. They start their feud there. Something we have not seen at all whatsoever. Let that start there. People are cheering.
Yeah, it happened.
So
definitely.
I don't know.
I guess we'll be here to wait.
I guess we have
I hope
to.
Bayley comes to. I hope she does come to Monday night though,
Yeah.
because we ain't seen Bayley on Monday nights in a while. I mean,
No.
pandemic era, they were bouncing around and stuff like that, but she
Well, that's
was
because I was holding the tag team titles, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They was going down to NXT too, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, you know, it's only right that they do. But who
It's
knows at this time? We don't know.
it's all right.
But what I do know that is that was Monday Night Raw.
That was it.
That was it. We find out what happens next week, you guys.
Actually, pretty good though.
Yeah, it
From,
was.
from,
You know, it,
from
it
what I
really,
looked,
it really wasn't bad.
yeah, it really wasn't bad. I think that there was something in the formula tonight
Something
that
changing.
I don't know if it was just same people, different booking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it. So
Yep.
we saw Kevin and Elias actually inside the ring. We saw the tag team
Kevin
champion,
and Ezekiel.
right? Kevin and Elias, and then we saw the
Easy.
women's tag team champions actually have a match with a new team.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Cody versus Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely very weird. In the main event, we get Bianca and Asuka,
Mm-hmm.
even with Champa and Ali. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think the booking for this card was just
It's not bad.
almost honestly better than Backlash overall.
I agree.
Honestly.
I mean, it's not much you can really do. We got a short match card.
Okay, say that again. Listen, well, we are gonna get out of here. Before we do, thank you guys for following us on Twitch, and thank you guys for sticking around with us.
We're
We
almost at
also
50
want.
followers on
You said
Twitch.
what?
We're almost at 50 followers on Twitch. So we are growing on our road to 100 followers, subscribers, family on Twitch. So why are you clapping like a church lady?
Hallelujah.
I'm screaming. But yeah, so you know, this month is. I thought you was gonna say something, but this month is Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. If you haven't been checking out the website, we got a bunch of articles dropping all the way up until the 31st, where you meet the final boss. And like I always say, if you don't know who the final boss is, you're gonna figure it out sooner or later. So make sure you check out those articles. Today we dropped Bull Mikado article written by one of our writers, Chris. The writers team are doing an amazing job. So make sure you check out the website each and every day because there's new articles dropping every single day in honor and celebrating those heritage of Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Um, yeah, we I guess we're still on our road to get into GCW, although we gotta stop by Summerversary first.
We
We gotta
do.
stop
I
by
have
Summerversary.
to. I have to stop by Slammiversary, and before Slammiversary, I have to stop by Terminus.
Mm-hmm.
There is a new Battle Slam that will be taking place at the Oasis Event Center in Atlanta, Georgia, on June 12th, and I
Mm-hmm.
will be there. I'm very excited about that. Just had to add that to the card
Mm-hmm.
today, actually. But of course, you know where to find us. Make sure on Wednesday you are back here for AEW Dynamite post show with the Dynamite Dolls. Again on Thursday with the most dominating tag team in women's wrestling talk history, the Salt Shakers, of course. And
But
then on
before
Friday,
that, remember,
uh,
you cannot forget,
I can't
we're
forget.
getting used to incorporating this new NXT show that is coming
Yes,
because a lot of people did request for it in the comment
yeah,
sections, even when it was on YouTube. But we do
yes,
have an NXT post show, NXT 2.0, NXT UK,
and the
hosted by
news.
Stephanie. Yeah, the news. So first we have the news, which would be me and
Mhm.
TK, or me and whoever else, or whoever else decided to want to sign up for the news on that day. Afterwards, we have NXT 2.0, NXT UK post show that will have Stephanie and Katrina on their sisterhood. And then come back later on. And then you have Impact Wrestling, but of course, it's the Salt Shakers. So you already know. Nikki knows what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I know everything.
I'm going to be shocked to
I
see that
forgot we didn't even talk about it last night.
we did it. I think we just fell out. But yeah, so there's also a Thunder Rosa interview that's dropping on tomorrow. That TK, Katrina, and one half of the Dynamite Dolls, Al, was on there as well, talking to Thunder Rosa about AEW, Double or Nothing, and so on and so forth. Nikki's having phone issues, sleeping pants. And then of course, Friday, it'll be SmackDown and Rampage post show. Well, Stephanie, because I won't be here to be able to do the post show due to my engagements that happens to happen on every second Friday of the month. And then on Sunday, back at it again with Turnbuckle Glam. And then of course we do have a new show that is coming May 19th. It's Women's Wrestling Talk After Dark with the Creek Squad, Faye Jackson, who we had a chance to interview, as well as lovely Lola Blue, if you know them on Instagram, the leaders of the Creek Squad. They're going to talk about all things wrestling and on Demon Time. So it's going to happen really late at night, about 10:30, 11 o'clock when the
It's 9:30 for those that are on Central.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on the same time as us, 10:30 is Eastern.
So the creeps come out at night. What? Because that's exactly what's going to happen over there. I'm trying to see how I can get a spot on the show, or maybe just.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just trying to see who they bring up, because there's one name that, baby, listen.
I'm just gonna be in the
one name.
Figure out what's going
I
on.
I don't think they're gonna bring his name up though. But
I don't think they ever really talk about him though.
Probably
but you really
not.
Never know.
You never know.
But I mean, I'm excited to see what transpired, what goes on with the show. We kind of talked about it a little bit during the interview. So I mean, I'm excited. Faye told me that I could be a part of the Creek Squad. I don't have to do no application. So, if you find me in the audience section, that's cool. If you find me backstage, that's cool as well.
I'm scared. I'm be in the comments though.
I'm excited. I might pull on my big screen on my desktop and watch it from here. See what's going on. But yeah, you guys can Google me, Drian Santana. Make sure you spell my name right, Drune. Otherwise, you will not find me. You're gonna be very sad if you don't find me. Although my Instagram is like right here, Santana Muse. If you never pay attention, my Instagram name is like right there. And yeah, make sure you follow Women's Wrestling Talk, W Talk Pod on all social media platforms. Make sure you check out our website as well, wtalkpod.com. Check out the YouTube channel where interviews and post shows that you may have missed here will be on here, and continue to follow our Twitch. Continue to share, repost all of our stuff, because we're growing from here. And you guys are going to get used to seeing our faces a lot more. I will say that. In a lot of different places too. So go ahead and get real comfortable, because all summer and the rest of this year, it's about to get real dicey.
It is.
You have to prepare for what is about to take place. So
I'm excited too.
GCW.
I don't think they're ready.
They're not prepared, but y'all better.
It almost got turned. Listen, I don't know if they're gonna show it. I'll be on Impact Wrestling this Thursday, and it almost turned into GCW. I tell you that. I tell you that. But we had a good time, and you'll get all that footage as well. Make sure you guys check us out. But of course, we are the original, the groundbreaking, the moving and the shaking, the undisputed, the reigning and defending, the most dominating tag team in women's wrestling talk history, the Salt Shakers. And we are nowhere else but on the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet that's now live on Twitch, Women's Wrestling Talk.
Check out our new outro.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.